right, Ron Higdon of the NSAA hanging out with us as everything's wrapped up now for State Wrestling 2025. It's a little bit of a sad feeling, isn't it? You get to leave CHI tonight, maybe get a full night's sleep. What are your thoughts coming out of this year's tournament?
I think it's more relief that we got through everything all right. It was a great tournament. We had some history being made with first-time champs and first-time, four-time champs being brothers. So that's there's always something that makes it special, and those two things kind of stick out to me as special.
So I think the biggest question people had coming into today is why the move to change it to 157 to start?
You know, we tried it several years ago, not several, but a few years back to try to make the marquee match, the four-time match, the four-time finalist. But the session is so long, it's over 4 hours, and more people are like, I'm not that interested in it, or it's too long, I want to leave. So we wanted to have a crowd for both of them. And I talked to both wrestlers, and we kind of decided that I asked them if they felt okay with it, and they both did. And so I think it worked out really well, especially starting at 57, because there was 13 state titles on the line there. So I think that doing that was smart. I'm willing to try anything that's going to work well, and I think that really worked well. So in the future, we'll evaluate the situation and see which way we're going to do it. But we have some options that gives us the latitude to, make some changes like that for the finals only, and we took advantage of it, and I think it worked out well.
There are always big names in every single state tournament each year in and year out. This year, some of the bigger ones, Cade Ziola, Tyson Terry, and of course, you got to throw in all of the other big names that are going on to bigger and better things. What legacy does the class of 2025 leave for Nebraska State Wrestling?
I think that's still to be determined. I mean, I think that majority of the kids that get to compete in this thing don't go on and compete in college. So for us to provide this opportunity, they'll talk about it for the rest of their life, and it's a great feeling for me and the NSAA to be able to provide that for them. So I think that's still to be determined. We'll look back years now and say, all right, this was one of the greatest ever, or, hey, it was awesome. It's awesome every year. So that's, for me, it's year by year, every one of them has something special.
When does planning for State Wrestling 2026 begin?
We already take notes. We already have some ideas for next year, and always thinking about how to get better. And when you do changes, the more chances there are for something to go wrong. And so that gives me a little anxiety sometimes, but you got to be willing to take those chances to make improvements. So that's my philosophy, and I think that we've come a long way in the short time that we've been here.